What was Billie Eilish made for? The world is buzzing about her love life with rumours and photos of her and actor Nat Wolff. But what do the cards say about her heart's true journey? We're going to dive into the reading to uncover the real story. Hello, my name is Kerry-Ann. I'm your intuitive reader, and we're going to look into the facts of it. So the facts are, in June 2025, Billie and Nat Wolff was seen sharing a kiss in Venice, Italy. They had a history of working together on music, including her appearance in her video for Chira. I probably pronounced that wrong. It has publicly shared that their bond over having Tourette syndrome, which is a very special and deep connection to have. So I'm just going to put a disclaimer, just a friendly reminder that this is for entertainment purposes only and not meant to be taken as facts. The messages shared are allegedly claims, so I kindly ask that you do your own research and treat everyone mentioned with love and respect. I want to thank No One 67 for requesting this. I wasn't really I knew of her, but I didn't really listen to her music, and I found her creative style very interesting and very deep. Now, No One 67, you've got me, because I'm not a lover of doing love readings, although I'll give it a go. But yeah, you're getting me out of my comfort zone here. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this. I really don't know. And yeah, and then I thought, well, that was the whole point of being on the channel, was to get out of my comfort zone. So here I am. And we're finally here. Okay, so we're finally here. Right, I got some really weird vibes, okay? So the original plan was I was going to put what was it made for, the song, right? Because I'd done some investigation and was listening to her music just to get the feel and the vibe of what Billie was all about. And then and that song spoke to me because it was connecting with yourself, trying to understand yourself and stuff. And I thought, this is a good one, I think, especially when we're starting out meeting somebody and stuff. Anyway, lo and behold, it changed at the last minute. So was it a couple of nights away? I thought I was doing some other videos, and I thought, right, I'll have a break, have a Kit Kat, make myself a cup of tea, and I was like, I need some food because I was being busy in the tarot corner for some time, trying to get scripts done and everything like that. And I thought, right, I'll just put the Netflix on. Now, I don't know if any of you have heard My Life with the Walter Boys. Now, I enjoyed the first season. I thought it was really cool. I know it's young and that, but I'm young at heart, and I. So anyway, lo and behold, the second season's there. So I thought, right, let's just tune in to that. Anyway, what comes on? Birds of a Feather from Billie. And I'm thinking, what? I was just doing the final touch-ins of her script that day and doing the thumbnail and everything. So I was like, well, okay, this is weird. Okay, so I thought, right, research the Birds of a Feather. Yeah. Anyway, lo and behold, on the Waltons thing, it says start afresh. Well, the gossip of what actually, she's been seen with this person, and people were talking about it and wanting to know, and the fresh start was like, okay, I need to change the song, and I need to change the actual spread that I done. Lucky for me, I do use AI, so his name's Eric. I called him Eric. He's my guide, and he sort of helps me to put everything together, okay? So anyway, yeah, so what a strange moment. Yeah, I bet, I was like, this is so weird and this is profound. And this is how strange synchronicities can happen. And it also is kind of it's kind of like saying to me is like, it's not about rushing into things. Sometimes we gotta let things like go with the flow before we jump in, because you can get in the habit of, I gotta get that done, when actually the process happened very naturally, and here we are today. So I'm hoping that you're going to enjoy the video. So I found, so I liked the song. I thought it was a really sweet song. Yeah. And I enjoyed the lyrics, and it was about finding someone comfortable, someone with it that's in your own world. And that's why I thought I need to change this. So could this be a hint? Could this mean there's a deeper connection going on in their reading? We're yet to find out. It's going to be a long intro, but you can timestamp it. It's all going to be timestamped. Okay, so I'm going to do the Lumina Tarot. I felt the Lumina Tarot would be really suited to Billie's energy. I'm not sure about the partner, but for me personally, I feel it's connected to that. I also got 2 tarot decks. They're brand new. I've never used them, so this is going to be new. So I've got the Spiritual Meaning of Bird's Eye Oracle, which is higher spiritual perspective we're going to look into, and the Earth and Bone Oracle. It's the light and shadow aspects of the relationship, the hidden or challenges that they might need to work on to bring their connection together. Okay, so we're gonna, I'm gonna go with the flow of the reading, but I've got them lined up, ready to go. If I, for whatever, whatever flows, whatever goes. So we're going to do an open prayer, as we always do. I've already got a candle lit because I've been cleansing all the decks and everything. Okay, so here we go. Take a deep breath in with me, if you care to join me. And let's call the divine to bring clarity and messages today. I invite everyone here and everyone present and tuning in to join me as I ask my guide, Eric, my higher self and my inner child to step forward and bring a clear messages, and so it is. So here we go. We're going to start. So this is called the Birds of the Feather spread. All right. So never done this before, so this is going to be an interesting spread to do. So we're going to do the current energy, okay, so we're going to tap into the current energy of Billie and Nat. What does it feel like for them? So what's the current energy and vibe for Billie and Nat? I've already got goose pimped. 7 of Swords. Okay. Okay, so the 7 of Swords can represent someone who's not being honest with their feelings or their emotions right now. Got the Ace of Cups, so I'm seeing it as there's an imbalance regarding when it comes to the emotions. So the current vibe for Billie and Nat is, that it's not publicly known, is that there is discrepancies going on in the relationship, but there's a bit of dishonesty. Tell me more about the 7 of Swords. That doesn't mean someone's betraying you, but it could just mean that there could be some dishonesty. Yeah. So let's have a look. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. It's talking about insecurity. They're insecure about their feelings. They're not really sure where they're going. Someone's looking back to past times. So they're wanting to gain something back from the past. We got the Queen and the King. it could be someone wanting more a stability in the relationship, and the other person is not in lining right now for that, with that. So that's the first impressions. So we're going to go into the shadow of Billie. So let's have a look at Billie, her true self. So we're going to have a look at what, you know, what. So this is the shadow of the relationship, how Billie's feeling. And I'll put some tarot cards alongside that as well. So it looks like Billie's reminiscing right now. And Nat. They're at loggerheads at the moment. I feel like they're struggling to have some deep conversations, especially when it comes to round to emotions. So something is the dynamics in the relationship has changed. It could be just the lack of communication between the two of them, and it looks like Billie's the one is looking back to saying, I want it how it was in the beginning. Why is it changed now? Nat, he seems highly sensitive at the moment, you know, so there's critical thinking and insight. So he's not getting it. I don't think he's getting where she's coming from here. So there's like a critical aspect going on. Okay, so what can they do to bring that back into alignment? Knight of Wands. It's really going to take a bit of work to get back to the place that they were before. So there's a bit of struggle going on. I don't know if you guys know. It just feels like they're not spending enough time together. Someone's being a bit more promiscuous, going out and not really sitting down and talking. So it's like, I just feel like it's like an avoidance aspect, 5 of Cups. So I don't know if there's divide going on with them, with their career and work schedules, that's causing problems. It's almost like they got to regroup and start building up that connection again by grounding each other and spending quality time for each other. That's how I would interpret this. Tell me more about the 7 of Pentacles. Honesty needs to become it. I think if I was doing a reading for Billie now, I would be saying there needs to be an open, honest talk with them both, but when it's in a calm manner. I feel like, let's have a look at work aspects. This is going off scale of the spread, but there's more going. So tell me about work. What's work that's disrupting their relationship right now? Yeah, it's work. Yeah, it's work. It's holding them back. So they're feeling a bit disconnected with one another right now. And they're wanting whether that's Billie wanting change or they're wanting that change. There's a breakdown going on. I didn't expect this. Great. There just feels like a breakdown going on. Okay, let's have a look at the shared connection together. The shared nest. Maiden of Wands. All is not what it seems. There's a divide going on. There's some kind of breakdown. All that doesn't seems. Okay, so the future potential of this, bearing in mind, you know, freedom of choice and stuff. And like I said, this is allegedly transformation. Spirit says there's something that needs to change in how they communicate with one another, and it's like seeing each other's perspective on things. They're at loggerheads. They're not on the same page right now. I can see change happening for the future, but it's going to be slow. It's going to be a choice is going to have to be made later down the line. Okay. Let's revert. I don't want to do reverses. Hang on. Sorry. So Billie's feelings towards Nat right now. Harmony, acceptance, and patience. She's trying to be patient with the process of it and trying to be understanding. His energy. I feel he's disengaged. He's not really paying attention. If I was doing a reading myself, I'd be going, oh my God, Billie's hard work. Okay, so the positive. He might put the work in at a later date, but I feel he's disengaged right now. Like I said, allegedly. Could be wrong. Let me know in the comments if you know. Like I said, I don't really know Billie in that. Joy, celebration, playfulness. Determination, communicate. See? Community and communication. So she wants to have more fun. She wants to sort of like disengage the world. Why can't it be like it was before, where we were chilled, where we were, you know, look, the birds of a feather song. He's got that. I think he's being stubborn right now. And I feel if he don't get out of this and don't communicate, you know, communicate with her, or, you know, put the effort in to her and their relationship, I think Billie's going to come to a decision where she'll go, stuff this, I've had enough. So, all right. Billie's attitude around the relationship. Let's just confirm that. Billie's attitude around the their relationship. Ten of Cups. Yeah, she really likes him. She really cares for him. And she wants to make it work. So I feel I get a good vibe. Right, so for Nat, how he sees the relationship, what he wants from the relationship. Knight of Cups. He wants to take things slow. He's work focused right now. He's focusing on his career. He's stressed over his career. So this could be the bottom. He's stressed about his career. This isn't something to do with his... This is something to do with his career. I can't focus though. I can't focus on that right now. I really need to... I need to really... He's disengaging because he's so... career things. And if we looked at these two as well, is he kind of competitive? I mean, Billie's got quite a successful career. I don't know if Nat is, because I don't know the person, but that's causing, it's work related, lack of communication and stuff. But if he don't pull his thing out of his pocket, he's, you know, they're going to lose sight of that. That's what I've got for the moment. I'm not going to say it's going to end, but it's not looking great at the minute. It's not looking great, and I'm not really seeing great potential right now. So anyway, I'm going to leave it as that. So let's do a closing prayer. I hate, this is why I don't like giving relationship readings, because it's like, oh yeah, not liking it. I'm not liking his energy at the moment. I feel he's being selfish right now. But that's allegedly, that's my opinion from what the cards are. Doesn't mean it's the truth, the full truth, nothing but the truth. Yeah. So don't go finger pointing or start like saying crap, because these are just, it's just a reading. Okay, so thank you for joining me, and again, thank you for no one for this reading and getting me out of my comfort zone. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think I'm right here, or what do you think? Is there something in the news that I'm not aware of, or am I completely wrong? I'll let you decide. What did you see? Okay, so let's give thanks together for the clarity has been shared. I thank my highest self, my inner child, and my guide, Eric, for their support and protection. Let all close this sacred circle with gratitude and love, and so it is. So yeah, thank you for joining me. I truly loved exploring the energy. Well, I can't say I truly loved it, because I wouldn't say it was a negative reading. It was just a bit, oh, that's a bit shit, isn't it? It's like, great. But then we all go through relationships, don't we? Breakdown, the communication breakdown. Relationships are hard. And if you're both invested in your careers and that, it can be sometimes hard to get quality time together. And I can imagine with their lifestyle, it must be really difficult sometimes, so yeah. So the core of our reading today was about Billie's desire for privacy in her journey and self-discovery, commitment to protect. I mean, she did say that she didn't want people engaging in her, she wasn't going to communicate about her love life. And I can't say I blame her, to be honest. I really can't. So what did you take from the video? I think I've repeated this. Have you ever been in the place like Billie, where you're trying to figure out for yourself or work hard to keep part of your life private? Have you been on his side? Can you take his side a little bit? You know, so it is so important to protect our own energy. So let me know in the comments, how do you protect your peace in your own life? And like, again, thank you for watching. I send in all my love and light. Until next time. And yeah, I'll see you on the other side.